Hey everybody, this is Larry, this is me going Q2 of the weekly contest 369. Minimum equals sum of two arrays after replacing zeros. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me in Discord. Let me know what you think about this problem. So for this problem, really it's just about enumerating all the possible cases because the zero can be anything. You basically, because you want to minimize the sum, you want to set, if you are possible, set all the zeros to 1, and then you really need to only change one of the zeros, right? And then all the other ones to ones, because effectively it's the same, right? Because, for example, you have 1 and 1, or if you have 2 and 2, it's the same as 1 and 3 or something like this, and you have a lot of freedom. So basically, after that, it's just about enumerating the cases, which I was actually very worried about during the contest, the virtual contest, because it's just very easy to miss a case and make mistakes. And I just hope that, Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. Oh, excuse me. Sorry there, fam. Hope you. My bad. But yeah, so after that, then you just just enumerating the number of cases. As I said, the best way to visualize it is just to set all the zeros to 1 except for one of them. There are some impossible cases, namely that if there's no zeros, and that's the only way that you can do them, because if they both have at least 1 0, you can do also, like, you can just choose the number. It could be really big, but you can choose it. But if one number or both numbers don't have any zeros, then it's not as possible. And basically, it's just about enumerating all these cases. I did it during the virtual contest in about 3 minutes, and it seems on par with all the people near the top, right? So I count the number of zeros for 1 and 2. I count the total, and if they're both zeros, then if there are no zeros in either one, then you have no freedom. So if they're the same, you return one of them. They're the same. Otherwise, it's impossible. If one of them is 0, then you can only choose 0, 2. And of course, if you choose these to be all ones, which is why we just add them, because we assume that this is the smallest number that you can get. If the smallest number you can get is already too big, then it's -1. Otherwise, you can't choose T1, so it has to be T1. Same thing for Z2, symmetry, I'm not going to go over it. Otherwise, you set all of them to 1, and then the smaller number, there's at least 1 zeros in both of these, so the smaller number, you just set it to the bigger number, and that's why we do the max here. That's pretty much it. Obviously linear time, constant space, this is linear time, this is, whoops, what did I do? And this is linear time, and of course constant space should be obvious. So yeah, let me know what you think, and you could watch me solve it live in the contest now. Let's go. Minimum equal. All the zeros with strictly positive numbers, such that the sum of elements are So you have to. Okay. That's not so bad. We just have to. Basically, we have to replace all the zeros with ones, and then it's the max, right? In theory. Okay. This is an impossible case. I have to think about it a little bit. But the impossible is only if one of them has no zeros, because then you can't, or both of them have no zeros and they can't change. And that nums 1 is bigger. Okay, so okay. 0, 1 is 0, 2. Okay, so 0, 1 is 0. This is so annoying. Okay, so T1 is 0. It's not so bad. I think it's just easy to get like 5 wrong answers on stuff like this, so you have to be really careful. Okay, so Okay, so if if C1 is equal to 0, okay, I guess I just enumerated. So if they're both zeros, so then now they have to be the same. If T1 is equal to T2, return T1. Yeah, those and 1. Okay. So now if C1 is equal to 0, then Z2 is then Z2. So then now Z2 plus Z2 is the other thing. So if T1 is, if this is bigger, then you can do so, then return -1. Otherwise T1 is bigger or equal to this, so then you just return T1, right? Because that means that you can, okay. If C2 is equal to 0, same thing, but easy to mess up, so hopefully I didn't make a typo. And then now both of them are not 0, so then it is just return max of T1 plus C1, T2 plus C2, right? Because then the smaller one catches up. What do I have? 12 and -1. YOLO. Okay, that one is harder than I think. I mean, I feel like I'm a little bit luckier on that one, but okay. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this prom, this contest, everything in between. Stay good, stay healthy to your mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye bye.